When most people think about Romania, they think about Dracula and gypsies. I'm telling you now, there's so much more to this country than you first thought. Although the tourism numbers have been creeping up over the past few years, I still believe this country has many best kept secrets. Shh. Today's video is about why you should travel to Romania. Number 1. Bigger Waterfall. Located in the Anima Mountains between Oravita and Bozovici city, is known as one of the prettiest waterfalls in the world, and is famous for its moss-covered fairy appearance. Unlike other waterfalls, it's not known for its enormous flows, since the giant rock divides it into small streams that give a shower-like flow. Its enchanting beauty earned its special place in the list of top 8 waterfalls around the world. A lot of you might be wondering about how you get there. Should you go hitchhiking, or perhaps by bike? Worry not, the easiest way to reach your destination is to use a car, as if you're from Timisoara, you drive 150 kilometers, and it's very remote, so there's no public transport to get there. Once you park your vehicle, you can continue walking for a short time before you're greeted with the beautiful waterfalls. The entrance fee costs 5 Romanian leu, and the waterfall is open 24/7. This is a fantastic area to rent a car, drive your car out here, and go for loads of hikes and see the waterfall. Number 2. Bran Castle, one of Romania's most famous landmarks in Transylvania. This old castle is on every traveller's bucket list, not only for its beauty, but also for its association with Vlad III. Yes, that's Vlad of Dracula fame, but don't worry, as historians agree, Vlad had nothing to do with this castle. Anyway, back to what we were saying. The castle is located in southwest Wallachia. If you're in Bucharest, you can take a 3-hour ride on the train to Brasov, and then continue the remaining 10 to 30 miles by taking a bus or a taxi. But of course, visiting such a marvellous castle isn't free. If you're an adult, you'll have to pay 25 Romanian leu to enjoy your day in the famous castle. Students only have to pay 10 leu. Also, amateur photography is allowed, so you can take as many pictures as you want. The best time to visit the castle will be during the autumn, so between September and October, since the place is not crowded and the temperature is mild. Number 3. Transfergarten Highway. Are you the type of traveller who enjoys road trips? Well, the Transfergarten Highway is the perfect place for you. This 90-kilometre highway connects both the historic regions of Transylvania and Wallachia by crossing the Carpathian Mountains in the southern regions. The story behind this highway is quite interesting. It was built by military forces during the rule of Nicolae Ceausescu. When he heard about the approach of the Soviet army, since the road was on the mountain region and hard to access, he found it a great place to stop the enemy. The road is open from June until October, since it's often blocked during snowy season, so buckle up, get your driver's license and feel the freedom. Number 4. The Danube Delta. Whilst the famous Danube River is widely known for its beauty, but many forget the river's delta is even more breathtaking. Located in the Dobrega region in the southeast near the Ukrainian border, it's available all year, so you can enjoy the wonderful experience, the second largest delta in Europe, and the best preserved delta in Europe. The Biosphere Reserve has the 3rd largest biodiversity in the world, losing out only to the Great Barrier Reef, Galapagos. You will never get tired of walking through the forest, and you can also visit the Giamana Hill, where you have the opportunity to see over 300 species of fauna. In order to reach the Danube Delta, you can take a bus from Bucharest to Tulcea city, and from there you can take a ferry or a boat to properly enjoy your exploration of the river's delta. Number 5. Tunnel of Love. Tunelul Dragostai. This mysterious yet gorgeous tunnel hides a fairy tale inspired view. The trees are stretching upward, creating beautiful green curtains, and the abandoned railway gives this unmatchable aesthetic. The place is only a few feet from Obrega and Glimboka villages, where a narrow dark road south of the highway will lead you to the magical love tunnel. The story of this place started when a secondary non-electrified railway was built near the forest in 1908. However, it was abandoned, and the trees grew uncontrollably. Obviously, there is no entrance fees, so you can spend as much time as you want there, and it's free. But don't forget to bring your insect repellent, because you'll be dealing with many mosquitoes. You don't just want to visit it once. One of the best parts about it is that each season it changes colour and nature takes its toll, so this makes it look different every time you visit. Number 6. Underground Amusement Park. Otherwise known as Selina Turda. If you thought spending time in nature, waterfalls and historic castles wasn't fun enough, why not reclaim your childhood in one of Romania's most unique amusement parks? If that's a yes, then get ready. This park is not your typical amusement park. In fact, it's built underground and it's located in an abandoned salt mine near Turda, which is in Transylvania. In order to get there, you can take a cab from the centre of Turda, and it'll take roughly 12 minutes to get to your destination. Not only that it is a unique amusement park, but it's also located in one of the world's oldest salt mines, which was an attraction for itself for a brief time before being forgotten by tourists. After an extensive modernisation and upgrades, it became a profitable place, since of course combining exploration and fun always works. The entrance fee is 12 Romanian leu for adults, and only 10 Romanian leu for students. This place should definitely be on your list. Number 7. Brasov. Brasov is a place where tourists specifically visit to see the brown bears. We mentioned Brasov city earlier when discussing Bran Castle. Now we'll be discussing its relationship with one of Romania's most famous animals, the brown bears. It's surprising to note that Romania has half of the European brown bear population in its forests, and a lot of tourists visit just to enjoy those magnificent animals in the wild. Many brown bears come into the city to get some food. Attacking cases are very rare. If you wish to go watch the bears in Brasov city, going in a small group tour will give you the best experience, as you'll have some guides take you to the outskirts of the city to go bear watching in their natural habitat. The closest route from Brasov to the nearest National Forest Authority will take around 15 minutes, so from there you can enjoy watching those curious creatures. If you like what you've seen so far, then make sure to like and subscribe, and comment what location you want to see next. Number 8. Giamana. Romania is a lovely country with its green forests and historical sites, but it's also home to some of the most mysterious places ever. One of these places is the town of Giamana and its ruins. This used to be a lively spot in the middle of the valley, but now it's a toxic swamp. However, what attracts people's attention in that place is how the top of the church's bell can be seen from the middle of the lake, with trees next to it, which creates a fascinating view, which indicates that beneath the lake, a sunken village which people used to live in. Although this wasn't the case until 1970, when the communist regime relocated the inhabitants to clear away for somewhere where they could dump toxic chemicals, which explains why it's highly prohibited to swim nor drink from the lake. The easiest way to get there is by taking a 2-hour car ride from Cluj-Napoca into the Amusement mountains, where from there you can continue the rest of the trip by hiking or cycling. There are no entrance fees since this place is an open lake for everyone to see, so you can take your time and take as many pictures of the ruins as you want. Number 9. Akuol Bayulol Lake. Now that we've cleared Giamana ruins and the toxic lake, it's time to move to a much cleaner place. Yes, I'm talking about Akuol Bayulol, one of the most beautiful lakes in the world. There's a legend about this lake, which told of a son of the Turkish leader who fell in love with the daughter of a shepherd. However, once his father knew about his son's romantic interest, he killed the young girl. The son, saddened by his father's actions, shed so many tears that it ended up creating the lake, and then sadly the son took his own life. Such a tragic legend behind such a beautiful place. The lake is accessible only by foot since it requires you to go through the forest, and the cost is only 5 Romanian leu. Probably the best thing about it is that you can visit it anytime you'd like. Remember, don't forget your tents because camping near it is a must. Number 10. Decibel. The Decibel rock sculpture is one of the best unknown wonders you've yet to see. The colossal carving of the face of King Decibelus, the last king of Dacia, fought against the Roman emperors Domitian and Trajan to keep his country independent. The sculpture was quite recently created since it was made by the order of a Romanian businessman, Iosif Constantine Dragan, and it took 10 years to complete, starting in 1994. This beautiful sculpture can be seen from afar since it's located on the tallest rock relief in Europe at 55 metres in height. The site can be found near the northern borders of Serbia and can be reached from Timișoara city by a 3-hour car ride. But to be honest, the view is really worth it. It's free, which is a great deal for anyone who wants to enjoy the majestic statue whilst also being on the Danube River at the same time. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button so you can watch more travel videos like this. If you think we've missed out on any of the best kept secrets of Romania, please make sure to comment below. Have any of you visited Romania? If so, tell us about your experiences, and if you have any suggestions as to what country you want us to do next, then please let us know. Thanks for watching.